And we'll say way more about what this 12th bridge is, but in a nutshell, this is a super exciting time on the planet because we are accelerating in consciousness and we're about to, well, we're already laying the first footsteps on this 12th bridge, which what Zazar says about it is that we are now the ones at this epoch in human history who will be creating an advanced civilization on Earth that doesn't fall, that doesn't come to a collapse like Atlantis, like Lemuria did. So exciting to be with you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Marilyn.
Hi,
Well,
Eugenia.
Hello, everyone.
So we're breaking this particular live stream experience into two parts. And in this first one, we're going to be focusing on the channeling and the beating heart of this 12th bridge, which will be driving the mission statement of our upcoming global Stargate gathering in Florianopolis in Brazil. In the second part, we're going to be doing the energy work, the meditations. So we wanted to all start by introducing ourselves a little bit. Most of you all on this live stream know already, everyone who's here, but just in case you don't, Prageet is the original creator of the Stargate.
And
Um,
you can see one behind me for those who haven't seen it before.
And if you look very carefully, you can see one on the table outside behind me. And I'm in Slovenia right now, enjoying some very much needed rest and relaxation time. And so Stargate is a interdimensional doorway. Prageet, do you want to say something about it?
Well, yes, but I'd like to just introduce Eugenia officially and also Marilyn. So, Marilyn, would you like to join us now?
of course, I'd love to join you. I'm already joining you.
Oh, I don't see. Oh, there you are. I've got the chat up and I didn't see you. It was covering you.
Take that chat down so you can see.
Well, it's amazing because people are joining us from all over the world. It's really so special to feel the energy as you all connect into this beautiful live stream. So, yes, the Stargate, as I said, you can see one behind me. It's an interdimensional doorway, which sounds very strange, and it is an anchor for a consciousness. And I've been working with this Stargate now for over 35 years, traveling around the planet, dozens of different countries. And the amazing thing is that when it's activated, it creates an energy field that actually gently raises the vibration, the frequency, up to that of the 12th dimension. And when we're meditating and we move up to that vibration, we become very sensitive to the various beings and guides that are available to assist us in this awakening process. And so, very briefly, that's what the Stargate is about. And the fact that this has been happening for 35 years and it's touched literally thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people around the world, it happens. It's real, it's tangible, and it's creating change in people on many different levels. From the physical level, bodies changing, bodies healing, emotions gently dissolving, mental situations becoming clearer again. It responds to you as an individual. And so when the energies come through in the meditation, what's brought to you individually are the frequencies that you need to evolve. So, very briefly, that's what the Stargate is about.
That's a beautiful description. And I jumped into the Stargate experience back in 2012. I went through a very rapid process. I think it was 3 months after I went to my first Stargate experience that I started to channel Alcazar and be invited to collaborate in this project. And so it has been a wild ride. And anyone who's been doing meditation work recently knows the energies are getting way stronger. And so there are developments happening. So Stargate effectively creates an energy field that makes it effortless for people to drop into these Buddha-like universal states of awareness. And it's different for everyone. Some people have visions. Some people, like us, Prageet and I, are more like feelers, but everybody has their own unique gifts and connections with higher dimensional energies and guides. And so Stargate is here to actually kind of bridge our human awareness with the multidimensional universe. And recently, we've started to collaborate with Marilyn, who channels a guide named Zazar. Eugenia has been collaborating with us for a few years, and we're all four of us going to be in Florianopolis in Brazil together. So we're really excited to be here with you all. And Marilyn, why don't you say a few words about Zazar?
Well, I'd love to say a few words about Zazar. He is this amazing omnidimensional being, cosmic being that has been with me since I was a little girl. As I was on crafts, Zazar was there. It was a big teaching craft for many human children. He's been with me, and maybe 10 years ago, it became apparent that I was to channel this amazing being and his information for Earth. And so for 2 years, I went through an enormous classroom with Zazar, clearing out my own debris, raising my ability to have a high vibrational integrity and grace to bring this information in. It's a blessing. I am thrilled to be able to bring Zazar to you. This is what Zazar looks like when he's embodied, and he's quite a beautiful being. We've seen him almost manifest at some of our retreats, and he is here to help the earth move into the 12th bridge. And he does that by helping us realize this magnificent light field that has been so suppressed throughout the ages on earth. And this light field we hold in our soul heart complex, he's come to help us realize that not only is it there, but it is holding the material to build this 12th bridge, which is really the gateway to this amazing civilization that will never dissolve, disintegrate, disappear again. And he's alerted me that there are 11 civilizations, ancient, advanced civilizations that have been on Earth providing building blocks for this 12th bridge. And we can go through, he'll probably go through those 11 civilizations, but these 11 ancient civilizations provide us with light codes that are coming alive, some through the monumental architecture that's throughout Earth from them. But these light codes are coming alive that will stir in us the ability to hold this ancient wisdom together with the galactic wisdom, some of which he brings in, to really create and move this 12th bridge into an aliveness that will change the human race forever.
I think we need it right about now.
You're absolutely right. And we're already doing it. This is all just coming into our awareness. But many, many of us across the globe have been doing this incredible conscious work. Stargate provides this amazing, like refined channel for people to reach into these states where, for instance, this information that Zazar brings in, Eugenia brings in, can be downloaded quicker, more accelerated, more clearly in the human being. And so we can begin to actualize these gifts that we've all brought. And lately, it's been a thrill to realize we're not just changing the consciousness field of humans, we're actually creating a civilization that will go on in eternity on our planet Earth. I
Mm.
can't imagine what we're going to build 100 years from now, 200 years from now, from a civilization that will not collapse.
Mm.
I think it's pretty exciting.
I'm certainly feeling it. So, Eugenia, would you like to say a little bit about what you're bringing to Brazil? You've been with the Stargate for many, many years.
Yeah. So in fact, my path accelerated when I reconnect with the Stargate. So, and was really about remember myself and awakening my gifts. And but it was really through the Stargate work and with the support of the Stargate, the work, Prageet and Jules, and the community, these beautiful Stargaters around the world that I've met and that became family. This is so important when we are going through this process of remembering and awakening to who we truly are. And that became, in a sense, my work. So everything started many years ago, not so many, but some, when I had this vision with Yeshua. And that time, Yeshua was a unfamiliar name to me. So it was Jesus that came to me in one night, and he was almost trying to reach me out, to touch me in my forehead. But I was so terrified. That's the word that I did not allow him to touch me. But in the middle of the fear of not knowing uh, the meaning of that, thinking that I was crazy, my path, I just went through a very deep healing journey. And something really profound started to awakening inside of me. And I started to ask who I am, what I'm here doing, what is my purpose in life. And then I went to healing journey, and I started to do healing sessions, start to remember. I start to access other levels of consciousness, but it was really, in fact, when I met or reconnect the Stargate back in 2016 that my path started to really reveal in a new way. And I became aware of my connection with Yeshua, my lineage, that I was an emissary of the divine feminine and Christ consciousness. And my collaboration with the Stargate is all about that, like holding space, being this channel, so that people can really receive and feel for themselves what we are talking about, especially the Christ consciousness and higher consciousness that comes through. So in fact, sometimes I don't know, explain who I am or the work that I'm doing. So I'm a conduit for higher consciousness. Recently, I reconnect with an aspect of mine, the guardian of Stargate Healing Chamber. And so it's like another gift, another way of support humanity in a very easy and simple way.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over to you, Jules. You're guiding this session today.
Well, I think it's really interesting because we had such a strong feeling that we needed to invite you, Eugenia, to Brazil, to Florianopolis to be a part of this workshop. And then we started to tune in to Florianopolis itself, and we realized the connections with some of the lineages, like the Knights Templars and through the Azorians who settled that part of Brazil in Florianopolis, there's this connection from Azores to the energies of Atlantis and Lemuria. And we've been to the Azores very recently together, doing some very deep work, reconnecting with the energies of Atlantis, with the energies of Lemuria. So there are these threads through the Stargate work that we've been called to do over the past 2 years that we were realizing back in April when we were making a video about this workshop in Florianópolis. We were realizing, we're like, wow, there are all of these beautiful spiritual lineages. And it feels like the threads of these lineages are coming into like the work that we're going to be doing, into the field that we're creating in Florianópolis. So through the Knights Templars, they're very connected with the Essenes. Eugenia, as you were talking about with Yeshua, but also with many other threads, you have this incredible connection with the Essenes and the Cathars. And so we were like vibing this field that's being created and this richness of all of these spiritual lineages. And they're like very, very present shamanic lineages from Brazil as well. And so when we were connecting to it, we're like, okay, so there's these like lines of spiritual energy from the past coming in and these seeds. And there's the galactic presence in Brazil, which is also huge. There are many, many sightings of crafts there. And so we kind of knew that this workshop was some kind of culmination of like bringing these seeds from the past into the present and kind of like exploding into a higher energy field and into what's wanting to be born in the now. And then through the work that we've been doing with Zazar, the whole focus came into crystal clarity. So I would invite, I think, Marilyn, if you want to step in and talk a little bit about this 12th bridge.
I'd love to. So, as you're speaking, Jules, it's so clear that so many people are bringing these spiritual lines in. And what Zazar has brought in is the understanding of what is going on with that, the deeper meaning of that. And so he said to me, there are 11 ancient civilizations that are so important in building this 12th bridge. And so he put me to work to find out what these 12 civilizations were. For 2 weeks, I've been working with sacred designs on the map of the world, and the sacred designs that came to me that were laid on the map pointed to these 11 civilizations in perfect alignment. And some surprised me, but they are these civilizations that also are lined with various groups over time, like the Cathars, like the Essenes, like the Templars, who have been able to keep this knowledge through the ages. So they are the keepers, and each one has specific information about these wisdom ancient cultures that are now coming alive. You might say there's a grid across Earth, and all of them are coming alive, producing these light codes of knowledge from all 11 civilizations. But what's interesting to me is there are 3 current civilizations going on Earth, which are located in Mount Shasta, which is Telos, the fifth dimensional community that's in Telos. There's Mount Kalish, which holds Shambhala. And then there's Uluru that holds the Aborigines' wisdom over the ages, which is still alive and well. The Aboriginal civilization never dissolved. It is still operating amazingly and really is a beacon point to hold these 11 civilizations to come into fruition for us to download the knowledge that they produced. And Telos and Shambhala are fifth dimensional communities that have been on Earth for thousands of years. They're still in operation. And so what I learned from Zazar is those three civilizations that are still active are actually the foundational piece for the 11 ancient civilizations that are coming back online. And those 11 civilizations are kind of producing the building blocks of knowledge that were held by these groups, the Templars, the Cathars, the Essenes. That knowledge was held. They were kind of the liquid channels of that knowledge through time. And now all that knowledge is coming online with these 11 ancient, beautifully advanced civilizations, knowledge that was not with us before now, but that we as humans are going to be the ones that aren't just going to be pockets of a civilization, but the entire human civilization will be in this advanced knowing of bringing these light codes of information to bear on the current situation on Earth to build this 12th bridge. It's already in the makings. It's our awareness and consciousness that's catching up.
So Telos, Shambhala, and which was the third?
Uluru, which holds the Aboriginal knowledge that has never died. They are continuing to be. It's just that where the rest of us are kind of silly and not understanding the advanced spiritual wisdom they hold. And Uluru is the place that holds that energy. And Mount Shasta holds Telos, and Mount Kalish holds Shambhala. So those three civilizations aren't included in the ancient ones because they never died. Even though two of them are fifth dimensional. And so they're really the holders for this opening that's happening on Earth.
A question, Marilyn.
Yes.
The 12th bridge is a bridge to where?
The 12th bridge is a bridge to the human civilization that we are going to be co-creating, a civilization on Earth that will co-create realities that are coming from the galactics, coming from the ancient ones, coming together into one holy whole, as Zazar would call it, for us to build architecture, medicine, science, music, art in a way that we will be in a whole civilization all over work, a global civilization where we will have longevity and we will have wellness unbeknownst to us now. And we will have access to the galactics and to the ancient ones. And we're all coming together. Once we cross this 12th bridge, we'll move into this new civilization that I don't think any of us quite can imagine yet.
Beautiful.
I see it as a bridge to our true essence. As humankind, I see it as like these footsteps on the bridge are us laying the foundation for as a society, this awakening that Alcazar and Cryon have been talking about since they first came through. Cryon came through in 89 and said there's not going to be an apocalypse, there's not going to be an ending. It's going to be this acceleration of consciousness and enlightenment as an entire human civilization. And so this 12th bridge concept is very much in alignment with what Alcazar, with what Cryon have been saying. And when 2012 happened, Alcazar actually came through and said, we expected for you to accelerate in the year 2012, but the amount of acceleration actually surprised us. So,
well, I think the same thing is happening, Julieanne, now. I think there's so much acceleration going on. And so we're given these technologies like through the Andromedans to jump these timelines to further this acceleration. And that's why the 12th bridge can now finally be talked about. It really, and so many ancient cultures have talked about this in their language, and so many people who are channeling, people who are of the enlightenment of art have all talked about this culmination of this time now, and we're the ones.
And the more that we've opened up to this workshop in Florianopolis, the more we've learned about that very special island. And there's ley lines that move through it that connect around the planet. And one of the gifts that Eugenia brings through is the white dragon. And as many of you know, I channel a dragon, and his name is Raan, and his energy's been around me ever since Eugenia started to talk. And he just wanted to say something, so I'm going to just let him come through and just say that short thing that he wants to share.
I am of the Dragon Realm, and we wish to congratulate you for the movement that humanity has made in the last few years. This one, Eugenia, has been open to receive the energetics of the white dragon. She is the one that guides the dragon realm. She does not appear randomly. She is here because humanity is ready. Eons ago, in your time, the dragon realm had strong influences on your earth. We created, with the permission of Mother Earth, energetic lines that connect important points on your globe. You call them ley lines. We call them dragon lines. They are ready now to be re-energized, to share around your planet that which you will be bringing forth at this gathering on that which you call the island of Florianopolis. It is a key point on the ley lines, the dragon lines. Having this one, Eugenia, bringing through the energetic of this white dragon, who we hold as so incredibly relevant being. Having her come through in Florianopolis at the conjunction of so many ley lines is going to re-energize the whole energetic system on your planet Earth. We are honored to be assisting in this process, and we thank you for listening to our words right now.
Well, that was a surprise.
That's so beautiful. So perhaps it's a good time to move into channels. And I love the, so always with the Stargate work, the most powerful accelerations and revelations and next steps and leaps in consciousness, they happen when we gather in person. And I'm so excited for Florianopolis. This is the next time that I'm going to be in person with Prageet and Marilyn, you guys are going to go to North Carolina at the end of this month, which is also very exciting. And in Brazil, what we can feel is like Ron just said, there's like Florianopolis has these like key connections. And so it just feels like we're sitting on this huge potential energy. So let's dive in to the channels, and Marilyn, perhaps you can kickstart it with the energy of Zazar.
Once again, it is so good to be with you, everyone on the screen and everyone around the world. Know that you're joining in this live stream. Isn't just a live stream on your computers, it's a live stream of all that is happening on earth, enlivening the stream of high consciousness that is coming online in the human being. Now, I am here to tell you the 12th bridge is at hand. It is this golden bridge that you are building with your very heart consciousness that is raising up to such high levels to both allow your own light to come again as a whole civilization, but also to allow your light to build landing fields for the light codes of these 11 civilizations. So let me speak of them. So as Marilyn said, Mount Shasta Delos, Mount Kalish, Shambhala have been fifth dimensional communities along Earth for eons, and they have not dissolved or diminished, as well as the energy held in Uluru, Australia, from the Aboriginals, who also are a civilization that has never dissolved. These three civilizations hold the continuance and the fuel to re-enliven through the ley lines, through the liquid gold that some of your predecessors had to keep alive the advanced knowledge from these civilizations, like the Templars, the Cathars, the Essenes, to keep it alive. That is what they were holding, the sacred knowledge. So I'm going to tell you the 11 civilizations right now. I'm going to say one at a time. I want you to just hear them and feel any vibrations you feel, because some of you may tune in, particularly to one or another, to have your beacon of light connect with this ancient wisdom that is coming alive as I speak them, coming alive as it has in many of you already who feel resonance with some of them. But listen today and allow a vibrational experience to see what kinds of tickles you get inside of you to make a connection to the ancient wisdom that is coming forth. Now, 4 of the civilizations, I will tell you this. Marilyn worked with sacred designs, putting the sacred designs in a globe, and it pointed to all 11. This is the sacred geometric knowledge that is coming to work, how to work with this. 4 of the civilizations are very, very ancient, past 10,000 years pre-flood that you would call on Earth. And 7 of them are ancient civilizations who have left their mark through monumental architectural designs left on Earth. Within these designs, like at Stonehenge, as you begin to be enlightened about these civilizations, many of you already, as I said, feel affinities. As you begin to feel alive, that alignment will be the human consciousness triggering the ancient wisdoms, even that lie in some of these structures around the earth from these 7 civilizations, like Stonehenge. And so these structures have been holding this ancient knowledge to have the human consciousness that is now on earth trigger the light codes release, so that all this advancement comes to one holy whole in the human conscious present on the planet now. This is like amazing for you to be alive, to even be hearing this, let alone for you to let yourself be a frequency tuning fork to all that is to come. So, the first 4 are civilizations you have heard of, but that go back very ancient times. Listen and simply pause. Kamara Kandam. Kamara Kandam civilization at the very southern tip of India. Kamara Kandam. Atlantis. Lemuria. All 3 of these civilizations at one point on your planet were connected. Lemuria. Feel any affinity. And Hyperborea at the very north pole of your planet. Hyperborea. Hyperborea was the very first alive beings on your planet eons ago, before any physically human civilization. Light beings who brought the blueprint for the human materialization. Hyperboreans are most amazing. North Pole. So these 4 hold ancient codes that have never been written in your history. Although some of you know what these codes are, have already deciphered some information, and you will become beacons for the totality of the light codes that will continue to be released from the various sites of Atlantis and Lemuria, from the Hyperborea, who had much to do to see the 5th dimensional civilizations, and Kamara Kandam. Now we move to the 7 who have left you their monumental structures for which you can be receiving the light codes. An alignment is happening right as we speak. Stonehenge, England. Newgrange, Ireland. Newgrange holds wisdom beyond the Druids, beyond what you think of as Marilyn energies. A culture that was with the extraterrestrial elfin beings, creating huge channels to cosmic wisdom, and the dragons. Giza, which holds, of course, the great pyramids of the Egyptian civilization. The serpent mounds found in the United States, namely Ohio, serpent mounds which are related to the ancient culture of mound builders, related to the serpent and the dragon knowledge, ancient knowledge of building the ley lines around your planet to hold and clarify that which is happening now. Serpent mounds. Gobelki Tempe. Gobelki Tempa. Turkey. Ancient wisdom of building the grandest structures you may find on your earth. Gobelki Tepa. The Sumerians. Going back to some of the most original human civilization that is on your records. The Sumerians. Pumapunka, near Lake Titicaca in Bolivia, South America. You might say is the ancient civilization holding the very center of cosmic wisdom on your earth. Pumapunka. Giza, Stonehenge, Newgrange, Serpent Mounds, Göbekli Tepe, Pumapunka, Sumerians, Atlantis, Lemuria, Hyperborea. So there you have it, Chimera Condom. These 11 civilizations are coming alive. Why? Because they were here to build the building blocks of what they understood about the cosmos, about the galactic connections, about the wisdom of the soul light. They understood. And they came to build the building blocks knowing their civilization would eventually dissolve, but it would be held in the ley lines that are coming alive. It would be held in the structures they left to accumulate their wisdom now for the new humans of Earth. And so the light codes expand, bringing this advancement to what you may know now. For as you are coming to know, you have a magnificent light field. Many of these cultures understood the soul light and what it could co-create. And you are coming back online to find your magnificent light field once again. And in this light field within you, you will build landing fields for this knowledge from the ancient ones, and landing fields for the knowledge of the galactics that are coming into Earth now. And you will put it wholly whole together to build new cities for the human race to prosper and wellness, wholeness, and the new realities that will change the face of your earth. All this is coming in. And now, know this, that as you come together in this community, in many communities, you will have the wisdom to build the unity community templates of the new human consciousness. You are building, as we speak, just being here today, the unity community of the new consciousness. And think about this. If humans individually are taking in this new information from the old ancient ones and the galactic ones to bring it to this time of fruition of the 12th bridge, think what happens when you are forming a unity template of human consciousness as a whole. And as you bring this human consciousness community together, it is even more powerful in holding this wisdom that is coming online now. And as these unity communities meet, whether in the live stream to produce the live stream, or physically together, to ground the energy into the earth physically, you are coming together as a unity whole, and in this you magnify, amplify, accelerate this whole process. Sometimes people say to me, Zazar, how can a 12th bridge to such a civilization be built in one lifetime? It is not built in one lifetime. Many, many thousands, millions, billions of lifetimes on earth. But you are the ones now ready to hold it all. Now, I hope this tickles some excitement in you to be able to hold it all, to be able to jump timelines now, where you are able to more and more build these landing fields for such information to accumulate inside of you so that you will know how to take the footprints, the footsteps across the bridge. And as we speak, you already are putting the indents of your beautiful lighted footprints on the bridge, and it is becoming the very golden material that is already building it. By your very beauty of releasing this soul light that so many ancients knew about, that the old paradigm is trying to still suppress within you. Because of course you are building the new paradigm, and the old paradigm must dissolve. So as you begin to lighten the truth of you, you will be able to hold the truth of so many who passed before you in a beautiful, larger way. And in that, you are indeed already in the midst of a new civilization that is led by heart consciousness, directed by the light of the soul, that then builds a figure eight with all that surrounds you in the highest ways, the multidimensional realms, the galactics, the celestials, and source itself. So you are floating in the holy whole of all that is. And so you see, as above, so below. And in the as above, the golden 12th bridge has already been built. And now you are the ones that co-create the crossing point of what's to come in the soon future. So that is a little bit about the excitement of understanding the times you are in. And we are simply here to perhaps push you a little bit into believing and knowing that this great time is now upon earth. So be it, so it is, and it shall be.
And beloved ones, we would like to push you just a little bit more than Zazar. We have said to you many, many times over these past years, you chose to be here You chose to participate in this human experience experiment. You have lived so many lives, which right now you have forgotten about. But now, beloveds, hear these words. Feel the energetic we are sharing behind the words. These civilizations that have been mentioned by Zazar, they are not just ancient history. They are part of your life stream here on the earth. You have lived in some of those civilizations. It is in your higher aspects, your superconscious, your higher self, if you prefer that word. You carry within you knowledge, wisdom from these ancient civilizations. Now is the time to allow the energetic that is being brought to earth to reawaken the vibration within you of those ancient lives. We are calling you to this place, this island of Florianopolis. Why? Why do we call you? Why are we inviting you with such a strong invitation? Because, beloveds, when all these civilizations held within your vibration as you gather, we expect all those ancient civilizations to be represented by the many who will feel this call to be as one together. As we reawaken the vibration within us through the guidance that will be shared, the ley lines of the earth will radiate an incredible energy of awakening for many of humanity. Beloved ones, it may be difficult to understand that there is an awakening that is happening. There is an evolution of humanity that is happening. It cannot be seen very clearly because the old system still pushes the old limiting way, the old restrictions, keeping you separate. But beloveds, change is already happening. Do not watch that which you call the news. Be present with your own self and those who resonate with you. Hear this call. If at all possible, join us in this sacred place. If you cannot be there, join us online. This is not about creating money for those presenting. This is about changing the very consciousness here on the planet. Hear these words. Feel the love that is wanting to be shared. Feel the understanding, the upliftment that is wanting to be shared. And beloveds, if you are resonating, join us. Okay?
And so, beloved ones, few words to say. If you could imagine seeing your island of Florianopolis from a bird's eye view, you would see, if you had your inner vision awakened, a kind of shimmering energy field. There is a reason we are calling you to this magical island. There is an energy field which is of great import in reactivating these imprints, these seeds, these light codes from these ancient threads, ancient lineages, which live, yes, in your earth, in these 11 civilizations Zazar has named, but also within you. As we have said, you are representatives of Earth's history. You have lived so many lives here. You have been to epic heights of consciousness. And it is time for you to reclaim these heights. And so in your island and in your Brazil as a whole, there is an energy field. There are multiple power spots scattered throughout your Brazil. As you may know, there are locations there with the largest crystal deposits found on your earth. There are so many healers, spiritualists. Religion is of great import in your Brazil because it is a lived experience for the people there. And so there is an aliveness. There is an energetic of such a quality of high vibrational presence that it is creating the fertile soil even now as you around the world attune to this energy. The fertile soil is being energized, oxygenated, enhanced. There is a galactic presence that will be, in an enhanced way, capable of being with us in Florianopolis also. We say to you, you do not have to come in person. However, for those of you who are feeling the call, there will be a great acceleration possible. You have perhaps heard the prophecies of the indigenous saying when the eagle and the condor meet, there will be peace on earth. This is speaking of the energies of your southern hemisphere and your northern hemisphere. The South holds such a hard energy. Throughout your South America, it can be felt. And your Brazil is no different. And so we are calling those of you from the South and those of you from the North, come together, support each other. There is a reason this gathering is happening in South America. There is a re-energizing of the land that is happening there, of these ley lines. But there is also such an important imprint within the energetics of the many lands there, which is ready to be shared with the world. And so as we bring Stargate, as Zazar brings the collaborations from beyond this realm, as this one, Eugenia, brings the white dragon, the lineage of the rose, and so many others who she connects with and we will hear from her next. As all of these energetic confluences come together, we are creating a kind of tinderbox, energy potential, layering upon energy potential, these seeds from the past coming into the present. And this whole construct is igniting the fuel to take you individually and collectively into the next level of heightened awareness. For beloved ones, the 12th bridge can only be revealed as you individually embody these light codes. They are within you. They are within the grids. Are you ready to step forth into your own empowerment, such that you feel the currents of the light codes of the past, and you feel the energizing of the 12th bridge into humanity's future enlightenment? Are you ready for this? If you are, be with us. Do not miss this opportunity to accelerate. For humankind is at a critical threshold right now. And so we invite this one who has such a spiritual openness, Eugenia, to come forth.
Beloved ones, there's an invitation for you right now to connect with Mother Earth, with Gaia. Just take a moment and feel your feet touching the ground. As your etheric roots gently start to move down. Going deep penetrating the fertile soil of Gaia, the fertile soil of humanity. Feel her support. Feel her love as she holds you and holds the vibration that we all together are building, so that you can anchor all the wisdom, all the remembrance, bringing earth, star, and cosmos together, here right now. Building a strong and deep foundation for what is already within you. You are the bridge. You are the sacred vessel. for this new era to born. Let yourself really go deep into the earth. As we are anchoring this wisdom, the vibration that we are receiving from what was shared. We are building a solid, a strong foundation, united with Mother Earth, as the sacred keepers of the holy earth. And there's a group of beings, a consciousness that is here present since the beginning of time, watching and seeing so many civilizations, that are wishing to join us as ancient trees that have been holding so much information, wisdom for humanity. They too are anchoring points through the earth. We are the voice of the trees. And we have been standing for humanity for so long. We are standing tall and firm for you. We have been watching you. We have been taking care of you, whispering through the wind. Some of you can feel us, can hear us. Let your roots extend further through the fertile soil of the earth and connect with ours. We are sharing wisdom. We are becoming one force rooted into the earth. We are connecting throughout Mother Earth. Strengthening the earth. Anchoring each other. Anchoring the light. We are honored to bring these words to you in this moment.
Mm.
You are not alone. We have been waiting this moment. To deepen our bond, our connection with you.
Mm. Beautiful. Mm.
We love you. Feel your roots.
Mm.
Feel that you are all connected. Above and below our beloved planet, our beloved home. This is only the beginning of what is about to come.
Mm.
We are building a strong foundation, unshakable, and pure.
Mm. Mm. Thank you, Eugenia. Mm.
Thank you. That was quite a surprise.
I think there's many, many more to come as we move through this journey. Mm.
So the energy field is already swirling, and we invite everyone to stay connected to that energy. We're going to take a 15-minute break. We're going to come back and we're going to move into an energy transmission with all four of us. And so, for those of you who are curious about the gathering in Florianopolis, you can find all of the information at stargate.live/Brazil. And we'll share the link for that on the screen in just a moment. And we invite you to check it out. We're going to be there for 5 days. And what you see on this image is actually the resort where we're going to be doing the gathering. So you can see it's right on the beach. And so there's water involved, and it's through the waters of the world that the 12th bridge started to build its foundation, because all of the waters in the world are connected, and they've been emanating more and more light. So we just invite you to tune in and see, do you feel called to be there with us? Do you feel called to be part of this journey through the ethers? Your energy is needed and you are welcome. So, without further ado, we will start the break and we'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Those of you on Zoom, you can stay on the same link. Those of you on YouTube, you'll need to click into the next link. And Soleil, perhaps you can put the link in the chat before you end this live stream. And we'll put it in the description as well afterward. All right. See you soon.